All right, welcome. This is DB talking now. DB talking birds. DB talking Philadelphia Eagles. Big play sleigh. Are you still in here with me? Welcome. Happy Wednesday evening. I know it's a little late, but wanted to jump on. Wanted to check in with you guys, see what we could possibly talk about. Let's talk about some Zach Ertz. Is he gonna leave? I think he's gonna leave. It's just a matter of when. When is Zach Ertz going to leave? Big Play Slay says he could leave. Big Play Slay says again, the Bills are heavily rumored to get him. Yeah, I mean, the Bills are heavily rumored to get him. I mean, we've even heard Merrill Reese, the longtime voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, Merrill Reese, say that the Bills are heavily interested in Zach Ertz. And what does that mean? What does that mean that the Bills are heavily interested in Zach Ertz? Does that mean we're going to get a draft pick in return? Does that mean we're going to get a draft pick on a player? Does that mean that we're just going to get a player? You know what I mean? So, AJ Styles, welcome, my man. Have not seen you in here for a while. Hope all is good on your front. It's good to hear from you. Let me know what you think about the state of the Philadelphia Eagles. You know, guys, I'm getting more excited about Jalen Hurts and this offense by the day. You know, I absolutely love it. And, I was thinking about this the other night, and I was thinking about Howie Roseman and the time that Chip Kelly, kicked him out of power. And then once he finally regained power, and what happened during that time, obviously we lost Michael Vick. We lost Deshaun Jackson. We lost LaShawn McCoy. What has Howie Roseman done since he's come back? What did he do? Right? We drafted Carson Wentz, all that jazz. Well, with the drafting of Jalen Hurts and the drafting of Devontae Smith and the drafting of Miles Sanders, did we not get a LaShawn McCoy? Did we not get a Deshaun Jackson? Did we not get a Michael Vick back in a way? Is this new trio that we have of Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith, and Miles Sanders reminiscent of LaShawn McCoy, Deshaun Jackson, and Michael Vick? Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on that. Type 1 for yes or 2 for no. What do you think? Very late, says Big Play Slay. Yeah, over the last couple of days I wanted to get on, but just ran into some bumps and just became busy. But better late than never, in my opinion. King Miro, welcome to the chat, my dude. Thank you guys for joining late. Better late than never. I heard Zach Ertz was going to the Bills. Bills, yeah, it's probably going to be the Bills, guys. I mean, where there's smoke, there's fire. Where there's smoke, there is fire. Big Play Slay says, this indicates that the Bills are most likely going to get him. I think they will get him. There was a lot of buzz today that he'll be traded there, and the saga is going to end in the coming days. I believe that as well. I think it's going to come to an end. It is one of the big things here where the Zach Ertz is one of the big is one of the big obstacles here when it comes to the Eagles going and getting new guys and adding players to this roster. Guys like Steven Nelson, adding guys like Richard Sherman. Speaking of Richard Sherman, obviously Darius Slay went ahead and tried to recruit Richard Sherman to the team. Whether that's going to happen, I don't know. I don't think so, but I mean, I would welcome Richard Sherman to this team. We need a smart guy. We need a smart guy in the secondary, even if he's a bit older. You know what I mean? We need a cornerback who plays smart. Jalen Hurts me says, bro, so late. Yeah, it's late. I know. It's only 10:45 my time, but I mean, yeah, it's late. King Miro says, do you think Jalen Hurts can make Eagles fans forget about Carson Wentz? I think that question is twofold. It depends on what Carson Wentz does, and it depends on what Jalen Hurts does, and it depends on what Carson Wentz does. If Carson Wentz goes and balls out in Indianapolis and Jalen Hurts does not, then there's no way in hell we're going to forget about Carson Wentz. If Jalen Hurts balls out and Carson Wentz doesn't ball out in Indianapolis, then yeah, it's going to make it a little bit easier for us. But if they both ball out, it's going to be hard. There's going to be some of us that are going to still want Carson over Jalen, and there's going to be some of us that are going to love Jalen. over Carson. So it's going to be split if they both ball out. Big Play Slay says, dude, if Hurts pans out, the future is going to be so bright for us. Not only do we have 3 firsts, but he's also a second-round pick. He's not a first. When his contract comes, it won't be Wentz-like. Well, there is truth there, and there's not truth there. I mean, if you play like a franchise quarterback, you're deserving of a franchise quarterback contract. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's all about what you deserve, right? So, if he plays like if he ends up playing like Dak Prescott or even better, when the time comes for him to get a new contract, then he could get something in the realm of a Dak Prescott type of contract, and Dak Prescott was a 3rd round pick, so we got to look at it that way. Big Play Slay says, I have so much promise for Jalen Hurts this year. Yeah, you know what? I mean, it was yesterday where I just had, and I've had bursts of excitement for Jalen Hurts over the course of this offseason. Obviously, I'm excited with all the things that he's done and the burst of optimism that I've had, but yesterday it kind of just came to a tipping point for me for some reason or another, and maybe it was my best buddy. He sent me a picture of him in the gym, and he was wearing his throwback. He was wearing his throwback hat backwards, and he was wearing his short gym shorts, and he was like, I'm doing it like Jalen's doing it, and maybe it was just that, and just it was a picture of him in the gym, and he reminded me of all the hard work that Jalen was doing this season, and I was like, fuck yeah, man, like fuck yeah, I'm excited for Jalen Hurts, and yeah, I like it just came to a tipping point yesterday where I was just like, man, yeah, this is Jalen Hurts' season, man. It's Jalen Hurts' season. Big Play Slay says Chris Sims is an idiot for not putting Jalen Hurts in the top 40 when it comes to quarterback rankings. How the hell is Kellen Mond and Drew Lock? Yeah, I do not, and I listened to a few people talk about that top 40. Here's the thing: is it's understandable. It was understand, and I didn't even actually look at the full list of the top 40. I just listened to some people talking about it. It was understandable before I heard about the list to not put Jalen Hurts in the top 40. Look, Jalen Hurts has only taken 4.5 games worth of snaps. But then I heard names like Kellen Mond or like Drew Lock and like Cam Newton, who looked absolutely horrible and has been not that good over the last, since his MVP season, really. I mean, he hasn't been great. It did make sense, and Chris Sims is usually on our side. And I just don't, I didn't understand it. And yeah, he's an idiot. I mean, that top 40 list is absolutely garbage, and everybody agrees. It was absolute garbage. Is absolute garbage. Big Play Slay says, by the way, did you see deep ball that he threw to Devontae Smith in this video? He threw that ball so beautifully. I cannot wait to see. I did see that ball. It was absolutely wonderful to see. Yeah, no, the touch on that ball was absolutely phenomenal. He looked like he threw it with ease. That crosser to, I believe it was a crosser to Devontae Smith. I believe it was a crosser to Devontae Smith. AJ Styles says, can Trayvon Grimes come back to Philadelphia Eagles? Yeah, he can. Trayvon Grimes can come back to the Philadelphia Eagles. Right now, he's injured. You know what I mean? He's waived with an injury settlement. So, it all depends on what happens there, I assume. I'm sure that they still have interest in Trayvon Grimes. It's just a matter of, him being healthy, getting healthy, how the numbers play out, what will happen, what will happen with the wide receiver group as a whole, and if Trayvon Grimes will still be on the market, if something were to happen for them to be able to go ahead and make a move to be able to add a wide receiver like Trayvon Grimes back to the wide receiver room. So, yeah, I mean, it's a possibility. It's always a possibility, AJ, but we'll see. King Miro says, I love it when they say we are the worst team in the NFC East. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. We're definitely not the best team in the NFC East. I can't. Here's the thing, and I can't say that we're the worst team. I can't say that we're the best team. I don't even know if I can say that we're, in the middle, to be honest. Um, because there's so many question marks around the NFC East, and I think the only team that I can really say that I don't feel as questionable about is probably the Washington football team. As surprising it is as it is to say, the defense is their defense is absolutely ferocious. They probably have arguably the best defense in the NFL. With all their first round picks, they have all along that front seven, that defensive line there, and they got even better, with William Jackson III and all of those guys, and it's going to be a tough team to beat. That's going to be a tough team to beat, and I think that their key to success with Ryan Fitzpatrick is telling him that he doesn't need to do it all. He's just got to do a little bit here and there to make sure that move the chains. That's about it. That's about it. That's all that they really that's all that they really need to do. That defense can carry them. Um, Antonio Gibson can do enough to move those guys along. Things of that nature. They got Scary Terry. They got some weapons. That team is primed for progression. That is for sure. That is for sure. So we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see who takes the bait. Who takes the bait on getting better when it comes to this NFC East. And the thing is Saquon Barkley has been making progress for the Giants. Kadarius Toney has been doing a really good job for the Giants in the camp as well. And as far as the Giants are concerned, it's just going to come down to Daniel Jones. It's just going to come down to Daniel Jones and his progression and his development. He has all the weapons that he needs in order to get better. This season, they've got Kenny Golladay now, and they've upgraded at the offensive line position a little bit better. They've got their defense intact. They should do better as well. And obviously the Cowboys are getting Dak Prescott back. Ezekiel Elliott looks a little bit better. So I mean, the entire NFC East is primed to do better. I mean, I don't understand. I don't see how they don't do better than they did last year. We were so bad last year. They better. The entirety of the NFC East should do better than they did last year. So we'll just have to see. We will just have to see. So, what other guys can we possibly be looking at in free agency? You know what I mean? What other possible guys could we be looking at in free agency? And how soon do we think we can get this cap from the Zach Ertz trade? When do we think the Zach Ertz trade is going to happen? You know what I mean? At this point, I'm tired of talking about it. I just want to see it happen. It's almost reminiscent of the Carson Wentz trade rumors. You know what I mean? I just want to see it happen already. He doesn't want to be here. He hasn't wanted to be here. He's from the days of crying at the season-ending press conference to complaining about contract negotiation. Let's just let it end. Let's just get it over with. Get the guy out of here. You know what I mean? So, but what are you guys thinking? What are you guys thinking? That's what I want to know. What do you guys think about the whole Aaron Rodgers thing? We haven't talked about that in a little bit. Do you think that the Eagles should make a play for Aaron Rodgers? I mean, that's a playoff. That's a playoff move right there. That would take the Eagles into the playoffs. And I was listening to Birds 365 earlier today, and the question proposed was, should the Eagles do Hard Knocks this year? Not saying that they will do it, but do you guys think they should do it? Is that a good idea or not? And if you don't think it's the Eagles, then let's just, bring up a topic to talk about. Who do you guys think should do Hard Knocks this year? I would love your thoughts on that. I would love your thoughts on that. King Miro says, heck no, then Jalen Hurts is going to want out of Philly. No, I really doubt that. Just because they trade for Aaron Rodgers, I don't think he would want out of Philly. You know what I mean? I don't think he would pull a Carson Wentz. And I'm not saying that they should. I don't think I want Aaron Rodgers in Philadelphia. But according to Lane Johnson, he thinks that the Eagles are going to come out swinging. Well, here's the thing about that. I mean, Lane Johnson says something like that every single year. So, I mean, I don't get too caught up in what the players say, you know. I don't get too caught up in the Enter Zone says you're lying there. I'm lying where? What am I lying about? I don't like being. Enter Zone says you definitely would want Aaron in Philly. Let me rephrase this. So here's the thing. I wouldn't mind having Aaron Rodgers in Philadelphia, but here's the thing. This is what I mean is Aaron Rodgers has been known to be a stubborn player, and people can say that he's not, and people can say that he is or he isn't. It's been well documented that he is, and that he's a crybaby, and that he's a selfish player. So I'm not really sure how good for the locker room that is, and that's certainly something that I do not want in the Eagles locker room right now. Especially from what is he, 33 years old now? I definitely don't want that. Definitely don't want that from a 33-year-old quarterback, especially with the way that this team is going with their rebuild. So that's what I mean by I necessarily don't want Aaron Rodgers in Philadelphia. That's what I mean by that. Would I mind him being in Philadelphia? No. I wouldn't mind him being in Philadelphia if it were to happen. But yeah. Would I definitely want him? Not really. Not really. But I do believe that it would be. But I do believe that it would be an instant playoff appearance. I do believe of the powers of Aaron Rodgers, and I do believe that he still has a lot left in the tank. King Miro says Tom Brady is more of a crybaby, and Aaron Rodgers is 38, not 33. Is he really? Damn. Well, there it is. There it is. Enter Zone says, too bad, LOL. Yeah. Tom Brady is more of a crybaby, and Aaron Rodgers is 38. Yeah, but Tom Brady has won 7 Super Bowls, so. Okay. All right. Let me just put this to rest. Okay. So what I mean, Enter Zone, is Am I desperate for Aaron Rodgers to become a Philadelphia Eagles quarterback? No. Would I mind him being the Philadelphia Eagles quarterback? No, I wouldn't. Would I mind him coming to the Philadelphia Eagles? No, I would not mind him coming to the Philadelphia Eagles if he were going to come to the Philadelphia Eagles, which he's not, because thank you, King Miro. He's 38, not 33, and the Eagles aren't going to give up one of their first round picks or two of their first round picks to go get Aaron Rodgers. But would I mind him? Would I mind him coming? No, I wouldn't mind him coming. But would I desperately want him here? No. Let him go to the Lions. I think the Lions are okay with Jared Goff. Let him go to the Washington football team. As much as I hate to say that, watch Aaron Rodgers go to the Washington football team. That's where he should go. If I were looking at that from an unbiased perspective. The Washington football team should make a play for Aaron Rodgers. What do you guys think about that? Nah, they have Ryan Fitzpatrick. Aaron Rodgers is. There's no argument there. There's no argument there. That's why the Eagles ain't going anywhere anytime soon. Why? Because they won't trade for a crybaby quarterback who's 38. Is that why? Enderzone says poor mentality. Yeah, I know Aaron's not 38. King Miro said he was 38. Aaron's 33 or 32, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, Enderzone. Oh, Enderzone. Yeah, nobody's denying his his ability to play the quarterback position. You do realize that, right? Nobody's denying his ability to play the quarterback position. I'm not denying his ability to play the quarterback position. I know how good Aaron Rodgers is. That's why I wouldn't mind him coming to Philadelphia. Like, I never said that I wouldn't mind Aaron Rodgers coming to Philadelphia. What I meant was with the way that the Eagles are rebuilding their team, they're going in a youth direction. If they can have Jalen Hurts pan out, then they don't have to pay him for another 3 years. And it's better on their it's better on their books in the long run. Do you understand what I'm saying? And then they can use those 3 first round, and then they can use. Enderzone says he's an automatic Super Bowl bound. Automatic. Yeah, no, I understand. I just said that. Yeah, he's an automatic. That's how I preface the conversation. He's an automatic playoff. That's an automatic playoff window player. It's an automatic playoff window player. Exactly what I said. Automatic Super Bowl. I can't say that because there's a lot of youth. There's a lot of question marks surrounding the rest of the Philadelphia Eagles team. But he definitely makes these Philadelphia Eagles. He definitely gives them automatic playoff, puts them in the playoffs automatically. Yes, that's true. That is true, especially with all the weapons that we have. We do have a lot of weapons on offense. We have Miles Sanders, Devontae Smith now, Jalen Reagor going into year 2. Hopefully Travis Fulgham can develop. Got a healthy offensive line coming back. Some of our offensive linemen are developing in their second years, things like that. Enderzone says Eagles no QB. Come on, man. I don't even know. I don't think you're following along. I don't think you're following along with what I'm saying. I'm saying that no, if Aaron Rodgers came to Philadelphia Eagles, yes, it would be an automatic playoff. It would be an automatic playoff contention because of the rest of the skill players that we have. It's exactly what I'm saying. I'm not saying Aaron Rodgers is a bad quarterback. I'm saying Aaron Rodgers is a good quarterback. I am just saying that would I mind him coming to Philadelphia? No. Would I not mind him coming to would I not mind him not coming to Philadelphia? No, I wouldn't mind that either. Because I'm okay with the youth development that we have going on. And it's not, and exactly just like King Miro said, it's not like we don't have a quarterback. There's a strong possibility that Jalen Hurts becomes a good quarterback. I like this though. I like the back and forth that we're in right now. I think Aaron Rodgers is a phenomenal quarterback. He's one of my favorite quarterbacks in the NFL. I'm not down talking Aaron Rodgers whatsoever at all. I think if they trade for Aaron Rodgers, they've got 3 open windows to win a Super Bowl. I'm beaten. Enderzone says, no. Eagles still don't have QB. Let's be honest. Well, actually, look. Okay, so here's the thing. You're right. They don't have a franchise quarterback yet. They do not have a franchise quarterback yet. That's where I will say you're right. But they do have a quarterback that has shown that he has the ability to have a lot of potential, and that is Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts has shown that he has a lot of potential. So that's what they're banking on. But if you're talking about the Eagles still don't have a quarterback, like the Eagles don't have a franchise quarterback yet. Yeah, they don't have a franchise quarterback yet. But they're hoping that Jalen Hurts can pan out and be one. But sometimes you got to develop these guys. But here's the thing is I'm not going to agree with the Eagles trading more than a first and maybe a third for Aaron Rodgers. A first and a third for Aaron Rodgers. Because they're only going to get 3 years out. Like, it's only a 3-year window. Like, honestly. Enterzone says, you're hoping he does. It's a big difference. It's a big difference then from what? It's a big difference from what? Because I never said that he is a franchise quarterback. Never said that Jalen Hurts was a franchise quarterback. Never said it. Never said it. I said, I'm hoping that he pans out. On every stream that I've done since we've traded Carson Wentz, I have always said, I hope that Jalen Hurts pans out. I hope they're right. But here's the thing: is I also know that they feel a certain way about Jalen Hurts. There's a sense of they don't feel right about Jalen Hurts completely yet. They don't feel right about Jalen Hurts completely yet. So I never said that he was the franchise quarterback. I never said that. I'm not fully convinced. He has 8 games. In my book, he has 8 games. He has to convince me in 8 games. Not 17, 8. And I'm sure that they're only going to, I'm sure he has to prove to them in 8 games too. He has to prove to them in half the season that he is the guy. Game Miro says true facts. I've never heard you say he was a franchise quarterback. Right, exactly, because I've never said it. He has to prove it. He has to prove it first. Anderzone says, if I was the owner of the Eagles, I want Aaron Rodgers tomorrow morning. Yeah, I'm sure that I'm sure that there are plenty of teams, and I'm sure that there are a ton of owners that would want Aaron Rodgers on their team. Look, it takes 2 sides. It takes 2 fucking sides to make a trade happen. Like, it's not just one team making it. It's not like one team calls up and says, hey, I want that player. Here's what I have to offer. Like, there's so many different things. There's so many different, like, sides to the coin. There really is. There's 2 sides to the coin. And there's different layers and shit. Like, it's just like Aaron Rodgers also comes with a hefty contract. And guess what the Eagles do not have right now? Cap space. The Eagles are technically still monitoring the Deshaun Watson situation. Did you know that? And that dude's 25. And that dude is pretty good. If you think that the Philadelphia Eagles are not monitoring the other quarterback situations around the league, then you're not paying attention. Nobody ever said that the Philadelphia Eagles are content with their quarterback situation. Nobody said that. Not one. So to insult the mentality of the organization is just ignorance. Enterzone. It's just ignorance. And maybe this is the only time that I will probably and maybe this is the only time where I will defend Howie Roseman is he did come out and say that he didn't foresee trading Carson Wentz. There have been reports, and there have been reports all throughout the offseason that they were in on the quarterback trade market for a ton of different players. Deshaun, LOL, really? LOL. All right, what's your take on this one, Enterzone? Let's hear it. Let's hear your take on Deshaun. And throw away the legal stuff, because I'm very well aware of the legal stuff. But if the legal stuff didn't exist, and the legal stuff is starting to go away, but if the legal stuff didn't exist, and if the legal stuff comes out to be true, I don't want Deshaun on the team. So there's that. So let's put that out there. But if the legal stuff didn't exist, let's hear your point. You're going to tell me that Deshaun is not a good player? Are you going to tell me that Deshaun Watson is not a good player? Enderzone says the man is sick from the mind. Period. Well, here, okay. So you're talking about the legal stuff if the legal stuff is true. Now I have talked on this too in other streams as well. I don't want to touch it with a 10-foot pole. However, there's two sides to that coin as well. It seems like the legal stuff is going away, and it's always been a little bit odd that this stuff kind of came up out of nowhere. Now, if it's not true, which is what I just said multiple times over the last 2 minutes, then what's so funny about me bringing up Deshaun Watson? If it is true, I don't want him on the team whatsoever. But nothing's actually been proven. So, but here we can move on from Deshaun if you want. I mean, I guess that's fine. I was just making a point as to the Eagles having discontent with their quarterback situation. But the Eagles are also okay to move forward with Jalen Hurts because they do see upside there. That's the thing. I wouldn't mind bringing like here's the thing. I wouldn't mind bringing in Aaron Rodgers. Like I agree with you. That's the thing. That is the thing. Here's the other thing though too is I wouldn't mind not bringing in Aaron Rodgers. That is the thing as well. I'm okay with where we're at now. But if we brought in Aaron Rodgers, great. I just don't want to give up 2 first-round picks for Aaron Rodgers. I don't think that is worth it. Honestly, because you're talking about giving up. You're talking about giving up 2 first-round picks that could possibly be 10-year starters. Obviously, that's hope, that's wishful thinking, but it's a possibility there. ERTZ says Deshaun won't get you anywhere anyhow. Okay. And your point? What's your point? I'm not arguing Deshaun Watson versus Aaron Rodgers. I'm not arguing Deshaun Watson versus Aaron Rodgers. I'm not arguing Deshaun Watson versus anybody, really. What I'm arguing is that the Eagles are constantly looking to improve the quarterback situation. Or all positions. And I'm sure Howie Roseman has even talked to the Green Bay Packers about Aaron Rodgers. I'm sure that they've even done that. ERTZ says Deshaun Watson won't win anything. Guarantee. Yeah, well, he might not even play in the NFL again. So there's that. You might be right. You might be right, bro. You might be right. But all in all, how about them Suns, huh? Well, anyway, this is DB Talking Now, DB Talking Birds, DB Talking Philadelphia Eagles. Thank you guys so much for joining in. ERTZ, it was great having this debate with you. One love. Have a beautiful rest of your Wednesday evening. Stay safe, stay healthy. One love, and go Birds, baby.